Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Come on here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Elliott. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Pick it up. It's out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the
After
field.
one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Cowboys nothing.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, it's Elliott. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check 15. Check 15. Kill. Turn it up.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Cooper was the intended target. Well, folks, we gave you a glance at the AFC playoff picture. Let's talk NFC playoff picture. Bit of a shakeup because the Niners and the Saints game and then the Seahawks and the Rams. So San Fran back up to the top spot. Then you have the Packers who beat Washington moving up to number 2. The Saints with the loss, try to follow all this. They drop down the spot, but it's a critical one as they lose that first-round bye, and then we're still awaiting resolution on the Cowboys and the Eagles in the NFC East seeding.
Yeah, this is going to be a crazy deal because essentially San Francisco and Seattle had kind of been trading back and forth, and after Sunday night's games, San Francisco holds that spot. But remember, those two play Week 17. It could all be decided then. The Saints have already locked down the NFC South. They're trying to get one of those top 2 seeds, as you mentioned. But the race for these wild cards, Minnesota sitting right there holding the number 6 spot. They're a game ahead of the Rams, who are really hot right now. And the Bears, after whacking the Cowboys last week, they're hanging in there as well.
But as you're alluding to, I mean, Seattle drops from the number 1 seed all the way down to the number 5 seed in one day. Of course, a lot can change in the final 3 weeks.
And just think, a lot of people wondering, how does the NFC East get a home game by winning that division. This is going to be one of those years people will talk about reseeding based on absolute overall record.
Yeah, because it's not out of the question that either the 49ers or the Seahawks could be 13-3 and be a wild card team. But what a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Check. Crunch.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on 2nd and goal.
You. Check 9.
He's going to get it running right, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13.
The kick is good. Makes the score Ravens 14. Cowboys nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Elliott. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Let's go. Kill. Go. Get out there.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Cooper was the target there, and it's 3rd and short. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Here we go, 46. Go to 54. Line in. Here we go. Switch. That's it. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. A first down throw for Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A big run that time by Elliott. 45 yards on the ground. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more.
Yeah. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Now it's Jackson. This will be caught once again by Brown. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. All right, CD, let's take a step back. Look at the AFC playoff picture with just 3 weeks to go. Hard to believe. Essentially, I think it's 7 teams for 6 spots right now. The Ravens are in, looking good for the #1 seed at 11-2, essentially with a 2-game lead over the 10-3 Pats, who they beat in Week 9. Then what, we got Chiefs in the West leading right now. Texans currently ahead in the AFC South. How about that wild card picture?
Yeah, how about Buffalo? They had a tough loss at home to Baltimore, But, boy, they're playing awfully well, and guess what? They go to New England next week. That game could have big ramifications. And the Steelers, how are they 8-5 on their third, maybe essentially fourth quarterback of the year since they traded Josh Dobbs in preseason? Incredible job Mike Tomlin has done as the head coach there. But the team to keep an eye out for in the AFC South, the Tennessee Titans. They are hot right now, 8-5, and running the heck out of the football with Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I mentioned the Texans currently holding the AFC South lead, but they also have that 8-5 record. It's going to be close down the stretch.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. Hey, kill.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a give, right side. It's Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now, a huge 3rd down conversion. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
They're going to need some therapy after this. Mine's 54. 54. Get that quarterback.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, Really well done.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Showing that, showing that. 54. Check, watch 54. Watch.
From the 36, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On first down, Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us